Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this pre-primary Democratic governor candidates to debate Tuesday night coverage before the debate begins at 7 o'clock p.m. Let's begin. Molly Kelly, Steve Marchand to take debate stage this evening at 7 p.m. The first of the Granite State debates take place Tuesday night, 1 week before primary day in New Hampshire. The Democratic candidates for governor, Molly Kelly and Steve Marchand, will take the debate stage at 7 p.m. today. WMUR is partnering with the New Hampshire Union Leader and the New Hampshire Institute of Politics for an hour-long debate. Kelly successfully ran for the state senate for the first time in 2006 and was reelected 4 times. Steve Marchand is the former mayor of Portsmouth and director of corporate relations at the University of New Hampshire. The winner of the primary will challenge incumbent Governor Chris Sununu in November. He is running unopposed on the Republican ticket. Then, on Wednesday night, Democrats running for the 1st Congressional District seat will debate, followed by the Republican 1st District candidates on Thursday. The debate wraps up on Friday night with the Republican candidates in the 2nd Congressional District. Now, let's meet Molly Kelly, 2018 candidate for governor. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Adam Sexton.
At the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
Years ago, Keene State College became a safe haven for Molly Kelly. She was a single mom of 3 kids and a new student here trying to make a better life.
I was fortunate and lucky, I feel, to be here on this campus and to have the opportunity to manage these apartments so that I could take care of my family.
One of the first things she did, with the backing of her tenants, was to change the name of the apartments from the antiquated married student housing.
We decided we're going to change this name to family housing because that's who we were. We were families. Whether we were married or not, we were still families.
The campus job wasn't enough to make ends meet. She worked nights as a waitress and got a paper route on the weekend. Sometimes the entire family would pile into her truck to deliver the Keene Sentinel.
We would go, and it was a rural paper route, and it would take a few hours, and you would drop papers off and do that year-round.
With college studies, 3 kids, and 3 jobs, there was never a day off from work, and work was survival.
If you missed that because you weren't feeling well, you weren't going to have money to pay for food, or so you went.
Kelly went on to get her law degree and had a varied career in education and business before serving 10 years in the state senate. But she's never forgotten what it means to struggle. She wants to ensure the kind of opportunities that helped her build a better life are available to everyone.
I think there are people who aren't even single parents who are working that hard and trying to get by with 2 or 3 jobs and don't see where it's going to get them. And that's what is difficult, and I think that's what I want to change.
In Keene, Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video about candidate Molly Kelly for governor. Now, let's meet Steve Marchand, 2018 candidate for governor. Here is a video from WMUR News 9, Adam Sexton.
Manchester's west side is Steve Marchand's old neighborhood. He grew up here as the son of Canadian immigrants in a bilingual household.
My first ATM card, when I would go to St. Marie's, it was, do you want English or French?
In this cultural melting pot, there was also an unspoken language everyone understood, hard work, and dreams of a better life.
I saw so much entrepreneurship and scrappiness. There is something amazing about immigrants when they come to a new land. It's really hard.
While the West Side has changed, Marchand's roots run deep. As we walked along Kelly Street, his parents stopped their car to say hello.
My mom and dad. There you go.
Couldn't go by and not say hi.
Well, okay.
There's an instant connection at places like Chez Vachon, or up the street at Willie B's, where the proprietor is a hockey player turned barber.
And then you know your father, too.
You know my dad?
Yeah, he built a house right up here.
That house played a central role in Marchand's life. It was the last one his father built before the recession of the early 90s. When it didn't sell, things went from bad to worse.
And that's the moment we knew that was it. And we were cutting expenses, we cut insurance, and then 3 months after that, my mom had a heart attack. And it was an $80,000 medical bill, and they were like, you either pay the bill or you file bankruptcy.
Marchand says those hard times, and the good times here on the West Side, provided a foundation and a perspective he'd like to bring to the corner office in Concord.
It's part of why I got passion for immigration. It's part of why I'm passionate about universal health care. It's why I think about poverty, both rural poverty, where I got family up in Pittsburgh and West Stewartstown, but also urban poverty. I grew up in and around some really tough situations.
In Manchester, Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video about Steve Marchand, candidate for governor. And the Democratic debate will begin at 7 p.m. and will be aired on WMUR TV and live streamed on WMUR.com and the WMUR mobile app. And we will share a link with you so you can watch it on the Riley King Network Facebook page. And the moderator will be Adam Sexton, political director from WMUR, and a panel of local journalists will participate, alongside with the union leader. And that does it for my pre-coverage of the Democratic governor debate right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great night, everyone, and see you back here tomorrow with more news coverage. Good night, everyone. Bye.